Hey folks, Bernakevitch here with All Points Design. That's allpointsdesign.com. And today we're talking about the Oregon State University Permaculture template, specifically zones. Now, zones are a fascinating tool of permaculture that takes a look at the center of human initiative. That's wherever on your site humans gather, usually called zone 0 or if it's an activity zone 1. And then we go out all the way from zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, which are all different potential interactions. So zone 1 usually is daily, zone 2 is maybe a few times a week, zone 3 is weekly to monthly, zone 4 is a few times a year, and zone 5 is usually left totally wild, so we can just observe and see what's going on. As we're working with zones, one of the most important things to do is to start to take a look and to document traffic on the site, foot traffic, wildlife traffic, car traffic. That then gives us a sense of what are the major pathways that are being used. And the way that we've put this together on our template is we have a number of different types of iconography that does it that way. So as we take a look at the current slide I'm building, we've got a couple of different footpaths and car paths. And what I've done, again, if you've taken a look at the microclimates assignment, this is a little bit small as we're finding with students. So all I've done is I've gone to the title slide, right click, gone on to new slide. It's populated a new slide for me. When that new slide comes up, it's not the right background I want. I want to go with my grayscale base map that does not have the legend because I'd like to put in my own legend for elements of my zonation. Then I make sure that I've got my titles, which I'm going to just steal from the original slide. I'm going to click on current slides, pardon me, current zones. Click on current zones and hold shift and grab the page number title as well. Great. And then what I'm going to do is I brought in the same template table, pardon me, from my microclimate. So I just grabbed that and brought that down and then changed some of the colors. Now, one of the things I really like to avoid in anything that is an overlay is blue or green unless it is water or vegetation. So I've changed the blue that was cool and wet and all the rest of it in the other one, and I've changed it to a light pink. Next, what I've done is I've gone through and I've taken a look and started to map out all of the different paths. So for the car path here, I used the curve tool just to create a little curvature. And then I used the polyline tool. Instead of making a full shape, I just made a couple of different areas where I know that we've got singular traffic in red. Orange is my couple times a week. These are my couple times a month on my yellow. And then I've also included the balcony as well, because this is one of the doors, and these folks really do come out on the balcony during the summer quite a bit. Now, this is where you may want to create two different zone maps. You may want to create a summer zone map and a winter zone map. So if we made this the summer zone map, I would also put the balcony as one of my summer zones. So I'll click back onto my poly tool. Same thing as we've done in the previous microclimate, and I'm just going to outline the balcony with that aspect. Great. And it's not exactly perfect, doesn't quite fit my OCD. So I'm just going to grab that purple and move it a little bit over and move it a little bit up. Great. So now I've covered all of my zone 1s, and I've gone up and I've also put my zone 1 underneath, or pardon me, over top of the color, and then said high intensity foot traffic, travel to and from vehicles, and balcony recreation. Awesome. Next, I'll go down to my zone 2. And so zone 2 is foot traffic to garage, which is a few times a week, foot traffic to garage, or recreation on back deck. Now I'm going to go back to my polyline tool and then go down, and they basically come out the front door. Polyline tool is being a little problematic. There we go. And so they'll come out from the back door, and then this is basically all of this, and also the walkway to the back deck and the back gate into the garage itself. And again, the garage is probably a weekly as well. So I've done this not exactly how I would have done it. So I'm going to do this one more time because I think I've got a better option here, and I'm going to include the garage as well. Because of course this is not necessarily our zone 1, pardon me, our zone 0, which is the house, but this is an outside building that people come to a couple times a week. And I'm just going to make sure that it's as fastidious and precise as possible. Awesome. I'm going to go back over to my cell, which I've already decided what the color is for zone 2, grab my format tool, and then click on my polygon. Great. So now I've got a good sense of what my zone 2 is. Now, the zone 2 is actually over top of my traffic, and so I'm going to push that to the back just so that way I can really see all of those traffics. And that's all we're doing here for our zones, is making sure to write a short description, take a look at our foot paths and our foot traffic and our car traffic, and then making sure that every single site, every single portion of our site is a different zone. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.